Are we on? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Microphone check. Lights.
Cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Time check 13 minutes past 9 if you're listening to us on plus 89.9 FM. Let me say good morning once again. Got about some cool 40 minutes more for us to hit top of the hour 10 a.m. But today we're going to get into a great part of the conversation where we're talking about the learning curves around the Accra to London trip, of course, or more like Ghana to England trip. Well, there's a lot to pick out from it. We want to make sure we're exhausting that conversation, identifying all the opportunities, the do's and don'ts, the opportunities, the missed ones, the ones that were capitalized, and what we can do to build and forge ahead, especially in our creative space. Yesterday in the morning, we were talking about the advantages that were present to us with regards to this conversation with dealing with corporate Ghana. And I think the lessons that we need to pick from it later on in our or later part of the show, when Olele was on air on the Trending Live, in that video clip, courtesy TV3, thanks to Berlamundi and the team. On that interview they had with Kojo, the CEO of Kantanka, where he spoke about on the blind side, he had no information or no knowledge about what was going on. He picked up vibes on Saturday. Well, I want to have a conversation around all these things in trying to understand exactly, again, missed opportunity, what was available, what could have been done, what we need to do about it, how to even identify opportunity when it's before us, and how we as a Ghanaian population can be supportive to such craft as well. Before we jump into that convo real quickly, every time we eat, food and sugars always get trapped between our teeth, okay? Every single time that we eat. And in some cases, these things can lead to foul breath. Now, what we need to do is to brush our teeth morning and evening, even before we get to bed. Brush your teeth. Now use Pepsodent Cavity Fighter because it is fortified with pro-fluoride and micro-calcium ingredients that will help seal tiny holes and invisible holes in your teeth. It will prevent cavities and keep your teeth strong and your mouth healthy. Now there are two types though. There's charcoal, Pepsodent charcoal and Pepsodent herbal toothpaste. Now with the charcoal, it gently polishes away the tooth stains and naturally restores your bright smile. And the Pepsodent herbal toothpaste, which comes from selected natural extracts and uniquely blended herbs, it releases, repairs, and protects gum tissue whilst giving you strong teeth. All right. Chale, you can also win big on 590 mobile. Very big, real big, but just dialing *959#. I'm sure for those of you, I can speak to those of you in Accra, but for those of you who move around in town, I'm sure you've seen the hashtag with the lighted box there. In certain vantage points in the city. *959#. Play any of the games available from Monday through till Sunday, like Sunday Asida or Monday Special. You can win really big. But don't forget that they say money can change people. So when you win big, don't forget your real roots, where you're coming from. Okay? So always remember to stick responsibly. It's not for persons under the age of 18. 590 mobile at that one sem. Now get ready for also a month of full excitement at number 45 Kofi Annan Street. Now you need to join Tunnel Lounge for thrilling events every single day of the week. On Tuesdays, sway to the rhythm of the Bacha dance. All right? Then on Wednesdays, you can also enjoy some unique mic'd up acoustic experience. On Thursdays, Tunnel Hour. On Fridays, you're cruising with the Tunnel Cruise. Then on the weekend, Saturday, come alive with soothing live band sessions, and then sparkling Sundays, indulge in delightful brunch and more activities. All right, don't miss this amazing lineup. Now, for reservations, and I tell you, Tunnel Lounge is the ideal place for your birthday parties, your anniversaries, your hangouts, your corporate group chilling. All them places, all them ideas you have. Just do that at Tunnel Lounge. Dial the official number 0551 556 444 or 0551 556 999 or check out the website. It's tunnellounge.com if you want more information. Happy New Month, they say. Now, let's move on to our conversation before I tell you more about Bang & Olufsen and what's showing at Silbert Cinemas this morning. We're talking about the opportunities available with us, the lessons that we can pick up, from Accra to London, or more like Ghana to England trip, embarked on by the Wanderlust boys. Guys, Olele, Cyril, and Candid live in the studio this morning, joining us on the conversation. One more time, lady and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
It's been a great show already. We got into a heated conversation in looking at the opportunities that were available to us with regards to this. Now, let's talk about the national opportunities. Then we can drill it down to the individual opportunities, plus the gateway that this has opened, if it has. That this has opened and how we can tap into it. You do recall that last year, getting closer to December, or even post-December, we're talking heavily about the opportunities available with us that were present with Ghana. The year of return coming to Ghana, the whole December in GH, and all of that. And I hope we picked up in lots of the lessons. Now that we don't have the Afro Nation in Ghana this year, there's definitely a gap in there. What are we picking from this? How are we going to fill that gap? How do we still maintain that excitement that when people come to Ghana, they're going to be enjoying? Will people come to Ghana? Those are the kind of lessons and experiences that we had conversations about in times past. You want more information on that? Check out our podcast. It's on there. Go onto YouTube. Scroll down. You see it on there. Same as a breathtaking experience that the Wanderlust crew has put out for us. Daring enough, with almost little or no support, daring enough to travel all the way to re-embark a journey that I'm sure some people have done before from other countries, right, to Ghana or other parts of the world. But exactly what did it open? What doors did it open for those people plus those countries as well? What is it going to do for us? We've heard about African free trade, all that and all those things, right? After. Yes, we've heard about it. Did the boys capitalize on that? Yes, they did. What about us? What are we going to do about it? Let's start this conversation from a nationalistic point of view. First off, we won't talk about the conversations that happened before the journey. We've done that a lot already. Let's move on now. We've already spoken about what they did and what people didn't do for them. We understand. Let's look at what opportunities is available to us now. So, Olele, Cyril, and Candid. From a national point of view, and then when I say national, I don't mean as top government. As every single individual forms part of the country for it to become a nation. So what opportunities would you say, guys, and a lady, I'm putting it out to you, is there for us now with regards to this journey that these boys have embarked on, risking their lives? Terrorism, road accidents, technology, GPS fails, all those things, they still went through. What is available to us now? Please, we'll try hard to move away from the who they spoke to and who didn't react to what they said to what is available, because now we want to build. Cyril has given me the peace sign. You know that sign that they do like this. That means war is coming.
What
should we be doing from this?
Before we go there, for fire, I beg you.
No, brother.
Oh, my brother, then make I put the mic. Then make I give you the mic. Then
I'll give you 2 days.
No, I've sent something
in WhatsApp groups.
No. I've sent something into the production. I want production to put something up, but before it goes up, we use the word brand, and we confuse the word brand for product or the word brand for service.
Let's go.
Brand is just the encapsulation, the totality.
I have a take video of this.
No problem. A brand is just the totality of the experience that a person, thing, or group of entities offers. So when you say...
Repeat. I want to understand it properly, because in case you are lying.
The brand is not just the phone.
Yes.
Brand is not just the food. Brand is the encapsulation, the total collective.
The encapsulation
of the experience that somebody, something, or a group of entities presents to the general public. Right? So Jay Foley, even though you are one person, you are a brand. Because we appreciate how you communicate. We appreciate your entrepreneurial spirit. There are elements that are your
He's
brand.
trying to use me to that.
You calm down. Yes. I'm a politician.
Gotta be relatable.
You understand?
Perception.
Those yes. Don't manipulate perception. I tell you, nothing is real. Perception is the only reality.
Perception.
Now, those are your brand pillars.
Yes.
So if somebody is looking for a corporate MC who is on the light side, corporate, blah 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 blah, because their checklist matches with your brand pillars, right? There's a connection. So your brand is chosen. Ghana is a brand, right? Those who work in state institutions that have to do with entertainment, tourism, all these things, these are players of the brand. These are managers, handlers, whatever, officers of the brand. Those who work in corporate, right? You are not just selling. If you work in an insurance company, you, the employee, are part of the brand, right? That's why they take you through training. That's why they sensitize you to certain things. That's why they make you wear the colors, brand your vehicle, teach you how to speak in a manner that is representative of the institution you belong to. Preach. A big part of building any brand, now we can put the image up on screen.
Thank you, boss.
A big part of building any brand to be successful is what we call social listening. Let's put the picture up. It's what we call social listening.
Cool.
There's two things that you need to do from the brand perspective: social listening and social monitoring. Now, we have become accustomed to a very passive way of doing brand work in Ghana, where the brand owners sit and want people to chase them with proposals, chase them with ideas, do this for me, give me money for this all the time. Our social listening and our social monitoring is bad. Now, I just watched and this is not just to speak about Kantanka. I mentioned 100 brands that are flawed in the same way. I heard the CEO speak and say, nobody reached out to me. I only saw it on Saturday. Nobody in my office mentioned it, blah, blah, blah. But have the staff of that institution been sensitized to know that social listening is part of their job to help grow the brand?
Can we put it up back again? Sorry.
So let's look back at that.
Read it as it is there, so that we can understand properly.
You understand?
Julius using a lot of very.
He over here going crazy.
So social listening, right?
It's not simple.
Let me define it. Let me define it. It's
Yes.
a process of understanding online conversations, right? It gains insights that you can use to improve your marketing and business strategy. The key purposes of social listening are sentiment analysis, how people feel, estimated reach, the impact it can have for your brand or your product, share of voice, how vociferous or how loud or impactful
Culture Daily. What's it?
your brand can be, because like you said right now, vociferous.
Please spell it for our listeners.
Let's relax for the people.
listeners.
Let's relax.
Serious wife, please. Today I want to give Siri a gift. Please allow. That's why.
No, let's get it up. Let's get the image. Let's have the
keep
image
the
up.
image there, please. Yeah. Sorry.
Right? Like you said, now everybody is saying
Can your
what?
birthday be 2 times a year?
Yeah.
Next week.
Isn't it wonderful
Yeah.
that because of content and positioning, nobody is trending Land Cruiser, nobody is trending Ford F-150 Raptor, but they are trending G-Wagon. That is share of voice. That despite the fact that there were multiple entities that went through the same experience, one has managed to capture the conversation, which is the G-Wagon.
Well, the Ford Raptor also has had
Comparatively.
comparative. And
Yes.
the Lexus
too.
I think for each day there was a particular highlight.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, context of a discussion. The context here is what J. Foley started raising. How feasible it is to cross borders. How durable are these cars? How safe it is? All that is context. If anybody in any of these institutions that we were going at yesterday was really doing any active social listening, they would have picked up on these guys' plans since 2020, that they've been tweeting it, that there was a whole blog, that they've been mentioning it on their socials, that they've been hashtagging it. These people have been on the road for, I think, more than 16 days.
Facts.
More than 16 days of hashtag.
Enough days for you to even decide to turn things around, even if you were not involved.
Even if you were not involved.
But even before that, they were supposed to actually go earlier.
What you were saying, just to add to it, so you can continue on the beautiful deliberation, the presentation. Yeah, remember, I'll buy you.
Professor.
You recall,
Gokr.
when a certain couple in South Africa decided to get married, and the boy
KFC.
proposed to the girl in KFC.
Yes.
And there was a tweet from someone who tried to mock them.
Yeah.
And then it turned around that, KFC was like, that I will sponsor your wedding with a lot of food, and then brands came in. And nothing happened in Ghana. That is what Seal is saying.
Yes.
Even the little boy who went
Taking advantage of the
Because they're
situation.
looking at social media.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And they are listening.
So
They
at
are
a point
paying
in time,
attention.
Land Cruiser was a conversation, Raptor was a conversation, all these brands were a conversation.
Yes.
It was the most opportune time.
Yes.
To have spoken about or get
you
involved
see,
with social lessons.
Or they'll let them reach out.
Some of the things didn't even need to have physical interaction. For example, an insurance company.
Maybe the buyers are not online, Cyril.
No, hear me out. The brand is online. The internet is the biggest marketplace now. Some things like insurance did not need Kojo Saka and friends to come and sit in any insurance company. An insurance company that would have picked up that, hey, they are on day 2, could have got in touch with these same people. The same way the BBC, VOA,
The Fuel.
everybody got in touch with them.
Proactiveness.
And said that, you know what, guys,
I'm speaking to your face, proactiveness.
very good.
Serial proactiveness.
No problem.
Serial proactiveness.
Proactiveness, amen. if
message in a message.
yes,
Message in a message.
yes, if they would have said, an insurance company would have said, these guys are on the road. Who insured them? Call them up. Let's give them a year's free cover. Blah, 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 blah. Let's put it on our
After
socials.
all,
Let's
it mustn't be a brick and mortar
it
conversation.
doesn't have to be a brick and mortar conversation, but we're still thinking brick and mortar.
This is virtual.
Telco. If those guys had their SIM cards, you know their SIM cards were hopping based on every territory. If the telcos cannot find a way to give these guys data on their way,
Don't mention names.
Then bang. So brick and mortar is not the solution. It's just about innovation and giving a damn.
Lack of
Nobody gave a damn. Oh, some guys they drive go. You can now that BBC, VOA,
Your
internet is
government
buzzing.
said
They are
the
probably
government
running.
official. No.
No. Let me get my PBS.
I will tackle it.
The person who spoke, the reason why I don't want you to do that is that the person who spoke on behalf, it may not be the mouthpiece of a certain conversation. So let's keep ourselves away from
Sweetheart.
it.
Yevoli.
So that
Yevoli.
you don't come and what do you call it?
Jeffoli, if you speak right now,
Yes.
as a Jeffoli, you are speaking for 2 brands, right?
Which brand is
You are
that?
speaking for yourself as Jeffoli, and you are speaking for 3 Music.
But it doesn't mean that I'm the official PR of the company.
It
So
doesn't-
if I tell you,
you don't necessarily
if
have
I
to
tell
be-
you something,
you don't necessarily have to be.
if I
the
tell you
PR of the
something right
company.
now
The
and
government
it's 10
official-
yawa,
the
you know what
government
you do?
the
You
government
will say that Jay
communicates-
Foley is not the official PR of the company. So
Jeffoli,
please,
do you
if
know,
he says
Jeffoli,
something,
do you know that
I
you
know,
have-
I
you
know
have the
something.
Ministry of
Pa.
Communication.
Yes.
But you have government officials who sit on TV,
Yes,
on radio, and still speak on behalf of government.
I
You do
understand,
say they are working
but
for the
I
Ministry of
beg you,
Communication.
I beg
They are
you.
not.
So the people that pay school fees, can I finish? So, can I get? I want the image back up.
More
We'll
fire,
let you know
more
when
fire.
to take
More
the image
fire.
off.
Fire, fire.
We'll let production.
More
We'll
fire.
let you know when to take the image
Fire
off. Please
away,
put it
fire.
back.
Put it there for him.
So things like fuel, there were major fuel companies, right, along that African route, all the way till they got to, I think, Morocco.
Right.
The same fuel companies that exist in Ghana, majority of them were on those routes. It was just a phone call or an email.
And I want to ask, why is it that fuel companies, OMCs, why is that when they do adverts, they please can you get my face back for a second? Sorry, today production we are doing doom so yeah. I want to ask, why is that when they're doing commercials, they are always focusing heavily on commercial vehicles, as if
Units.
private vehicles don't move around that much?
Units.
Or is it because they use they move around?
Frequency of
So-
use and then quantity of consumers.
So it is assumed that statistics will show to them that the biggest
Let me give you an
purchases
example.
of this thing will be commercial drivers.
Yes. You and I might fill our tank, but when the frequency with which we use our vehicles will be less because we've been sitting here for the last 4 hours. In that 4 hours, the taxi driver has been everywhere and back and run out of 200 cedis worth of fuel. Frequency, he'll fill again at 2 o'clock and continue on that route. But you can go to the office and stay in the office till 10 p.m. On that one tank you filled. And it'll take you 3 weeks to run out of fuel. But the commercial vehicle will have to fill up. So they are trying to run up the numbers game. It's just like a casino.
Okay, all right.
You understand? So let's get the image
back
back.
to the
Image back.
so-
So we've run through social listening and what social listening can do. But what happens when the ball is already rolling and you want to chase it? So we go to social monitoring. It's the process of collecting public mentions across social media. Now the mentions need not be yours. The mentions could be interest points like Accra to London. It helps you track social media metrics and the success of your marketing effort. Now, key purposes of social monitoring. Measure campaigns. So nobody was running a campaign with this. Hashtag tracking. A hashtag tag that you are interested in, like Accra to London. You could track, see the impact, the reach, and see why it makes sense for you to give a damn. Brand reputation. Now we have Ghana's sole vehicle manufacturing company, which is Kantanka. And why did everybody go to Kantanka when we saw Accra to London? Because they had a reputation. They told us that they are a Ghanaian car, they are as tough as anybody.
Yes.
They can do what anybody else
Can do.
And as far as tests go, to put a brand to test, this was the best test they could have had. So people who were not even
Best PR
marketing,
opportunity.
the best everything for Kantanka. And people who were not even marketing experts or who have not even done marketing a day in their life said that, we Kantanka ne ko e panka.
The average Ghanaian.
So
who has
your
no
reputation
knowledge of
is
marketing,
now in
PR.
question. That is why the CEO is doing press,
Crisis management.
which is the last point there. Prevent
Prevent
PR crisis. So if you are a brand and you are not listening, you are so myopic and caught up in what we want to launch this by August. That is all you want to do.
You missed
Bro,
out on the big one.
You are missing out on the world you
You're a
live
very
in.
foolish boy.
I'm a very foolish guy. You don't know.
He's
You
always a
understand?
bad boy.
No,
He's
bro,
a foolish
bro,
boy too.
You understand? We want to bring this product to the market, so you're not listening to anything else happening in the world. You have deadlines, so you don't listen to anything in the world. So again, the Kantanka point. Nobody told me. I didn't see it. The email. Bro, forget. If Kantanka has a social media page, they should have been listening to what's happening on social media. Because when you run an ad on radio, you ask for your transmission certificate. When you run a press ad in a newspaper, you go and buy the paper. You send the front desk person, you send whoever, your driver, graphic mommy.
But see, I want to ask a question. Though. To be fair, you don't think that this Kantanka conversation started when these guys were already making inroads? Because obviously, nobody would have given a damn if they stayed in Accra. Because this comms actually broke months before.
That's what I'm saying.
They took off, right?
These guys have driven around. Please, these guys have driven around Accra, Ghana,
yes,
multiple times.
Yes,
right. Each one was posted, highlighted, blogged about, all that. Maybe I'm a car guy and I know, but if the car company is not a car guy, who will be a car guy?
Yeah, I'm only saying this because of the social mentions that by the time Kantanka became a keyword that was perhaps trending on social media, these guys were somewhere in perhaps Morocco. At that point in time,
yeah.
What could Kantanka have done to save or salvage their PR? Because
yes, it was already a lost conversation,
right.
Because the Kantanka issue is about a physical product, right? Kantanka has not nurtured us to appreciate the experience. Right, when somebody says, "Hey, I entered the hotel, the inside day like Rolls Royce," the person has not even ever sat in a Rolls Royce, but because they have a perception of the experience of a Rolls Royce, they can use it in daily language.
Right.
Do any of us here have the experience of a Kantanka?
Personally, no.
Yes.
Me, I haven't.
I've only seen it
Right?
broken down on the roadside.
Okay, so that's an experience. Local tourism, sky marshals.
He's doing very well by buying me into the conversation.
All these
I'm
trips,
surprised he's
all these road trips, all these touring companies that drive people up and down, right? Year of return, all these commutes that people need. We need to be beautiful to have a fleet of Uberized or Yangorized Kantankas during that time of foreigners coming in. That this is a made in Ghana vehicle. It's comfortable. The AC was dope. There was a touch screen. I was able to charge my phone. You've seen those videos. Every day has to be Benz.
But that is why the government that's why the government has given opportunities.
Leave government alone.
The factories to come here and produce the same cars you would buy from America. The Toyota
do you know why?
manufacturing company.
Do you know
here.
why? Because
Ford is
because
what's the name of
listen,
that?
VW, Nissan,
they're all here.
Yes.
To rival the same local.
Yes, because those brands have elevated to the point where right now they represent an experience. So it doesn't matter which Benz you are driving. Once your key holder has a Benz symbol, that experience, prestige, and repute is, as you see, you could be driving the smaller, you could be driving the A180 from 2005. Nobody cares. It's a Benz. So it has transcended the product. Mercedes is now selling you a prestige, a reputation. Does Kantanka have that? No. VW has that reputation. So government bringing them in here is not just bringing another car manufacturer. They are bringing a tried and tested experience to the Ghanaian market, because they know Ghanaians are aspirational. So we want to aspire to something. So I want to aspire to a brand new car, but not just any brand new car, right? I want to aspire to a brand new car which experience I'm already convinced of. Are you following?
Yeah.
The people import many cars, Jetor, Chanang. There's a lot of Chinese cars, Asian cars on the market. Do they carry that prestige? Because they are selling product. They are not selling experience. So Kantanka should have been much more invested in the experience it was offering us than the product it was trying to sell us. Because that experience is what would have got everybody's mind, even the team that was driving.
Whoever is at the forefront of Kantanka's conversations did not.
It's not at the forefront. It's sitting at the back of the horse.
Right. So even if they weren't even reached out, they should have been the ones reaching out.
That's the problem with corporate. Reach out to nobody brought us a
What I'm trying to
proposal.
say is, even whoever, whether it's a team or a person responsible for the marketing of the brand, it's not marketing the experience.
No, they are marketing. Yes,
the product.
they're marketing the product.
Yeah,
Take
they're
a
not
picture.
marketing the
Take a
experience.
picture of
They're
the car.
only marketing
Show
the
them the dashboard. I don't care about. Why do you think when Bentley is doing a commercial, they show a sexy woman, right? She walks out of a lush restaurant, crosses the
comes back to the
street,
money conversation we
sits
have.
in the car. The gentleman
scripts.
comes, the nicest guy in Europe, from
copies.
sharp suit.
The
They don't
copies.
mention anything about V8 engine and suspension and everything.
That one, they leave it for the car influencers.
Bro, they show you the experience.
Basically, what's really, I'm not wrapping it up, but
wrap it up.
No. I need the same fire because I don't have much to say. We have a lot of time.
That is why
All
I
I'm
am
just saying
very
is that,
quiet.
all I just want to say is that,
He
for
wanna
example,
take a
all
side.
Shane is saying is that, you see, like, as we have a lot of mosquitoes in Ghana,
Oh God.
like, actually, have plenty of mosquitoes in Ghana, the insecticide, the companies that produce and import should not wait for us. We already have mosquitoes. Some of the experience that they need to be doing now is going out there. You see, going out there
Catching them young.
to spray the mosquitoes. Like should be Odo River area, there's a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah,
There-
you should see.
you should see it and
should
go
see
and
the
kill
opportunities
than
there.
waiting for them, because it's the adverts. We wait for the mosquito to come into our bedroom.
It's called reactive.
Is
It's called reactive.
We are
It's
waiting
like you
for
said,
the mosquito to come
come
into
to your
our bedroom
bedroom.
before we kill it.
Yes, because do you know what they are leveraging on by waiting for the mosquito to come into your bedroom?
Right.
They are leveraging on your discomfort. That your
Yes.
discomfort will motivate you enough
To go
that
and
you have to buy.
But there's a new company that's doing new windows to seal it better.
Yeah.
And we have the insecticide coming to say that they will still
Company
sneak.
doing the windows have seen the problem.
They've seen, so
they've gone ahead.
They've gone ahead.
Just in case you miss out
so
on it, you go for the insecticide.
we have to rather go. The adverts should be rather focusing on how to spray the Odo River.
Yes.
You see, we should attack the the opportunities
impact.
available. As it's rainy season, and it will breed a lot of
Bro,
mosquitoes.
it's like Coca-Cola.
we
When
have
was the
to
last
do
time?
adverts around
When was the last
rainy season.
Yeah. When was the last time Coca-Cola told you about Coke? They don't tell you about Coke.
Yeah,
They show you a bunch of people having a good time and it's holding a Coke. When's the last time Heineken told you beer, hops,
Have you seen
barley,
Have you
maize?
seen
No.
their billboard? It says "Born in Amsterdam,
Enjoyed it.
raised by the world." Hey,
You understand?
You understand?
Look at that wonderful Heineken ad we all like from the EPL.
Yes.
They didn't say anything. The guy opened the fridge, he missed the goal, he's holding the beer, fade to black.
Bro,
Heineken. You get it.
We apart from the private organizations that missed out on it, I'm looking at the Ghana Tourism Authority. the Ghana
There's no
Tourism
difference.
Museum.
That's also a brand.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Ghana
saying.
is the brand, and the manager of that brand is the Ghana Tourist Authority.
That's what I'm
so if the
saying.
Ghana Tourist Authority was doing the social listening and paying attention to what things within our realm of tourism, entertainment, attraction can we leverage
They'll
on,
do it after. They'll do it after. That is what we are.
they
looking
also
for.
drive, or they want the guys to drive back.
But when they come back, they invite them into a meeting, perhaps meet the president.
Nobody
and
cares.
give
Do
them
you
a
know why?
presidential
Do you know
gift.
why nobody cares about that? Do you know why nobody cares about that?
already done. The impact is done.
Because the most intriguing experience has already happened.
Yeah.
Right? The most intriguing. That's why somebody says, let's watch this film, and you've already watched the film. No matter how great the first time was when you watched the film, that's going to be the most boring date you've ever been on.
I'm also interested to find out if they spoke to or they reached out to media houses, because I think all things being equal, media houses also failed to have taken.
Same thing. The media house is a brand, and I know there are heads of entertainment, there's heads of digital, there's heads of this. So if you are looking for entertainment news, if you are looking for, I'll sack this guy.
Why?
Bro, it's the same thing. All I'm saying is that collectively, listen.
Kanaka is asking why they point
All
stakeholders have failed.
according to the yes,
All stakeholders have failed.
yes, all of us.
We have failed.
All of us. No,
Yeah.
we didn't fail because I brought this story here.
Period.
I brought this story here. The moment they were planning to go. I can even check the date. I brought the story. Dempsey and I did this story.
You know why you have failed?
Why have I failed?
When you brought it, you
left
left
it
it.
there.
I didn't leave it. I didn't leave it. I brought the story here.
You're not hungry.
You're not hungry enough. I
It's
brought
like
the
the person
story.
who sent the Kataka
When he wanted the
He
picture
said-
to be put on the screen,
Yes.
he pleaded on air
yes.
that production should put it
on
up.
the screen.
When you said
That was
on
the
air,
energy.
you have failed.
You have failed.
Listen.
We have all failed.
Listen.
HR.
As
We have all failed.
at 11th of July. As at 11th of July. These guys on drugs. As at 11th of July, I was waiting for itinerary and how we could get footage. The team was reluctant to do that at that point because they wanted to set off safely and correctly. Data issues, files, blah, 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 until they got to a certain region where the data was stable enough is when you saw the BBC, the VOA, and us ourselves jumping on it. Maybe in a bout of more proactiveness, we could have had them here, which was also requested.
Let me ask you, in addition to what you're saying, where does media, have we been honest to ourselves as media?
No.
Media's job is to lie. Media's job is to lie.
Let me ask a question. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me ask a question. Have we been honest to ourselves as media in drawing the fine line between, hey, this is content that we can use to fill our timeline, and wow,
Actually,
let us do this for the people.
no.
Let us.
We like to.
Where have we really been?
We are
as
preoccupied
media?
with filling the timeline.
Yes.
Because again, nobody is proactive and nobody is owning their job. People are doing their job. Let 5 knock, let me go home.
Yeah.
You understand? So we are just filling our timelines. But if somebody really wanted to run a story on this, in hindsight, we are all seeing what could have been possible if we gave a damn. If we had these guys, cheered them on, had them at the Independence Square where they actually did their photo shoot and posted those photo shoots weeks or months ahead, had a whole soiree around them, interviewed them, where are you going to go, contacted media houses in those regions, got these brands on board, branded their cars, did all these things and went. In hindsight now, we are now wise.
Exactly.
And tomorrow, or today as we are talking, another wonderful thing is probably happening somewhere in Ghana.
Yeah.
That we're not.
We are busy filling our
And we haven't picked the
timelines.
lessons from
Social
this
listening.
enough.
So
Yeah.
who's responsible? Marketing, right? You would think marketing.
It sits. In fact, I wouldn't say marketing, but it sits with the responsibility of every person in the value chain. And like how Sula has beautifully explained this thing. What could we have done in 16 days was enough time for anybody to decide to just turn things around.
It's the insurance
It was-
and the fuel
it
people
was-
that
it
are
was
shocked for
enough
crowd.
time. Just imagine,
Even
like-
the cell phone. You said the cell phone
Yeah,
too.
the
But
insurance and the
let's
fuel
break
people.
it down to another area of interest because this is let me just push our brand marketer to a point a little bit. This is also as a result of how people have jumped on it and it has created interest and awareness. Hence the reason why it has become the talk of the day. But let's assume that wasn't the talk of the day. Would it be a brand focus for some of these brand owners to want to jump in? Secondly, is it Kantanka's responsibility to touch on something like this and use it as a tool for its marketing? Maybe they have the direction. Who knows? That's what I'm saying, that at the end of the day, it's a beautiful opportunity for anybody to. I'm playing the devil's advocate. Do my zero.
Finish.
It's a beautiful moment for anybody to have jumped in and capitalized and milked, created brand experience and all that out of it. But at the same time, is it your?
Are you
When did the guys go to When did the guys go to start the trip? July. Right?
As in,
No, what the guys, they started driving in July.
yeah, late
20th.
July.
Yeah.
Okay,
Late July.
Candid.
Late July.
Candid. I want you to read May 11th. Read what's up there.
May 11th. May 14th.
May 14th.
Bro, I want to give you media coverage the whole way of the trip. Every day on TV and socials using my TV platform. He said, sure.
Thank you. This was May. So if I got wind of this in May and reached out to them in May, right? When did I join media? When did I come on TV?
That would have been nice.
I think for
actually.
you,
When did I
the
come up?
proximity is because you are a car guy. You're in these groups. You know these guys.
No.
So it's no.
Sweetheart.
Hold on.
Where did I also saw it on social. I saw the photo they posted at the Independence. They posted a picture at Independence Square. That was called.
Yeah, it wasn't a picture. It was a video. It was a drone video of the cars.
Independence.
They've changed the names of everything. The place near the beach. Global Citizen. They were Global Citizen.
Please, I beg you. Black Star Square.
And they were Black Star Square.
Yeah.
And I saw it. And that's what intrigued me to find out more. And everybody saw that. You are telling me about the video. You saw it.
Yeah.
So the views are
I
there.
saw it because you put it in the group.
Sweetheart. So I did put it in the group.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, but nobody's denying the
Then
fact that
I've
you
done
did. We're
my
only
best.
saying that
Very
you
good.
didn't push further. Look,
You did.
what
He
are you-
didn't push
you didn't
for
push
it. I would
further.
say that. I
You
don't
didn't
think he
push further
pushed
for
for
it.
Me.
Yeah, he said sure. I would have been on him.
I've been calling them.
Bro, you didn't explain. You don't get
Bro,
evidence. Hey,
I get
you
evidence.
explain
ball.
tire.
It's
You don't get
okay.
I get
evidence.
evidence. I get evidence. Never do me like that, Mr. Evidence. Mr. Evidence
You
like
explain tire. You
me.
don't get evidence.
I also have something that I think
I have evidence.
production should,
Listen.
play for Cyril.
Oh,
Please.
Samsung.
I still need the video and footages from our people, the trip. That's why they had the call.
that boy had the what?
Oh, but this one is claiming have you noticed that he's playing back?
I tried to call several times. Listen, I made the effort, right? All I'm saying
Then maybe the CEO is telling the truth.
that what?
That he never got reached out. Maybe he never reached out.
Who never
Production,
reached out?
please, I have a video that I also want you to
Wonder
play
West
for
people.
us. Production, I have a video that I also want you to play for us.
Maybe
I'll be
he
glad if
didn't reach out
production
to
can
them.
just work
I
on
just,
that.
I just want to say that, like Cyril said, we are a reactive audience, or we are a reactive community.
Thank you. Citizenship.
It is what it is when it comes
Production,
to,
please, it's very important.
It is what it is when it comes to unless you are daring to be different and you do it your own way and you succeed by yourself, nobody gives a damn. That's what it is. Nobody's going to give you the clout you're looking for. Nobody, because I remember in Kwabena Pepper's blog.
Only just a short commercial break.
What?
A commercial break. Please, can you put that video up for us for a second? For
Production, if you put
Cyril?
that video up.
Production, I just
You gonna explain tire. You gonna explain. You gonna explain tire. You gonna explain.
Guys, do you know we are a serious? Do you know that we are a serious company?
Oh, I did my own.
Do you know that we are-
May before June, before July. I beg
Do you
you.
know that we are a very serious institution?
but that's yours.
Fully.
Eh.
You are lucky we are on morning radio. The words I will use on you. Let's get off air.
Okay, all right. Please, real quickly. But before you,
You pay
you need
the
to
bills,
discover
make-
a world of Bang and Olufsen. Okay, it's a world of luxury, a world many of us dream of owning. Discover a world of Bang and Olufsen. It's a particularly true brand. Okay, in the ever-revolving realm of high-end electronics that you might love to own. You can find Bang and Olufsen on the Atlantic Tower Liberation Road right here in Accra, where each passing day you find wow, amazing stuff like home theaters, speakers, headphones, TV sets, and soundbar products. Bang and Olufsen like no one else. Olile, please, over to you.
So yeah, I'm saying that one of the writers on the Wanderlust Ghana page, prior to the drive off, he actually knew about this character or this attitude of Ghanaians, and he even stated that if they are about to go on this trip, regardless of whatever support they get, and he knows that uninitiated Ghanaians would throw the day. And he actually responded to them that if you are one of those Ghanaians, you understand? Oh, no, I can't say that on morning TV.
Your father's wife.
Thank you very much.
No, he's insulting them.
No, that is no, not your father's wife, right? Your father's wife.
Oh, Lily, you drink this morning.
So it is something that it's something that is very because even with this conversation, another bit of the conversation that people were looking to spotlight was the fact that these guys were rich. These guys were wealthy.
No muhehi at the beginning.
Yeah,
typical Ghanaians.
So they're like, like that kind of thing. You know that thing is with us.
Yes.
You know, like when we see a Ghanaian do something.
But Amare get money. You don't know what they do. What song be that?
Just
now, oh my God, I love Amare.
You know,
love
just
it.
encourage your.
Hey, Ghanaians. Hey, but that's what they said about Amare. Yeah. She not get anything do. Mommy get money. They do what he like. Blah blah blah. Now
just encourage
you carry
your
Amare
laziness, your procrastination, or even getting up from your lazy sit to be daring. You know, you tend to look for an excuse to get it done. You know, and then it comes back to okay, now legs is neck. Wait, Marco. You get me? But these are people who have actually they've been planning this since 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Since 2018, Hilda Bassi, when Hilda Bassi won the Guinness World Record, the exciting bit of the story was she's been planning for close to 3 years before she decided to take it. So there are people who are actually serious about the things they want to do. This guy decided to go on a trip to Togo to test the cars. Decided to go to a trip to Cote d'Ivoire to test the cars because they have. Like in the words of Kwabna, they've driven to the nooks and crannies of Ghana. They've conquered Ghana. So their next biggest challenge was to go London. Continental. And before they could do that, what they had to do was go into these neighboring countries, test the roads, and most importantly, he says one of the things he said on the blog that I really, really appreciate was the fact that they knew the weaknesses of Google Maps.
Yeah, so they had to get their sample.
So they had to go there and form relationships with people who were in these localities. So if you don't know someone in the particular, so they made calls. They had, fortunately enough, they had friends who had military friends who were already dispatched to some of these areas. So Mali, Senegal, those places.
Pre-planning.
There were calls that were made. Actually, we are coming, and this is where I feel like this is where governments could have made their work easy because of diplomacy. You know, but they had to use their own network to find people in these places to either usher them through success. When they go to Mauritania, and obviously they didn't have people in Mauritania, you see what happened there. They spent close to
just I remember I watched this video on YouTube. It just got to mind. I watched this video on YouTube of a girl, this YouTuber who had been sending emails to the FBI to want to understand how they operate. And I mean, it's just a matter of knowing that, listen, it's just a matter of just tapping into the girl's audience because you can recreate a picture of what people think about the FBI. So they gave her first-hand, unprecedented access into her
to do some image control
into the FBI, but of course it's controlled information, you understand. But the most important thing is that look at the 10 million views a girl is churning out. We can actually have 10 million people around the world now recreates a better impression about us and what we do and how we do it. And it was just beautiful. And they gave her the experience, gave her, artillery aircraft experience, gave her and all that. So it's about sometimes involvement, intentionality around these things sometimes is very important, you know.
This, amazing YouTuber, I've forgotten the name, podcaster who had an interview with Joe Biden.
Yeah, with Joe Biden.
You know, and we were talking about what that does for
creative
imaging.
Yeah.
You know. Especially for if you were in a position.
Look at when the former president even went to walk, stop traffic.
Yeah. All this. You see, sometimes people think that but it's all part of your image,
right?
Building. Especially if you've not had the best of PRs in a minute. You know, you need to be able to break the ice and let people see another side of you where they can humanly relate, because sometimes these are people who are in powerful offices. We get it, we understand that they're powerful offices, but sometimes too you want them to be able to experience you on a human level. And that is what Joe Biden did.
I'm looking for that president. For me personally, I keep saying that the person who won my votes next will be the person who would give me that human that I want you to leave the office for a second and come down to the streets.
What you guys are saying,
there's
powerful
an
office,
MC
powerful
and
office.
there's a DC
Guys,
there, but I want you to come down for a second.
What you guys are saying, powerful office, powerful office. That is why they misbehave. They work for us.
Do you think they know that?
They don't.
They
because
know that when they're looking for your
office.
votes. They know that we're looking for your votes. But after they get your votes, you work for
So,
them.
so we have to wrap up in 3 minutes. But guys, let's move away from lessons to opportunities.
Yeah, so the opportunities
what's-
here. I think Cyril did a fantastic job with the presentation. Obviously, look, if you are proactive, you can definitely see the opportunities that come with these things. You can never see the opportunities that come with these things when you're reactive.
Mr. Gokul Sunday did an amazing
Professor
job.
Gokul.
Professor Gokul
Please.
Sunday did an amazing
Yes,
job.
yes.
Today he
Doctor-
rapped on TV.
Professor, Doctor, Reverend Minister
Gokul. Yes.
yes, chemist. So, so yeah, if you are proactive, like you said, the fuel and the insurance companies, how did they not see
They
this?
sleep, oh.
How did they not see this? And yet, every small minute be there in front of your gate, they want to come and sign you up.
They sleep.
The money you are looking for, it is on the road to
They
London.
sleep long time.
You get what I'm saying?
You know, I don't even know if the guys had personal risk insurance
I want to
I
add this
for
don't know.
themselves.
I want to,
I don't
You
know
know,
about that.
for you.
that could have been done.
I want to add this for you.
And bro, even
That's-
sorry,
yeah.
even the companies responsible for servicing cars, we've seen a lot of them around stationed by these shell shops and stuff like that. You know, the guys actually had their own toolboxes.
Yeah.
You know, and if they show you the mechanics that work in the car, these are mechanics that you probably wouldn't even know. But these mechanics actually put work into their vehicles. They didn't go with the mechanics all right, but whilst they were there, the mechanic lady helped along the way. And one of them, obviously, because he's
You
a
know
car
the part I'm
enthusiast-
siding with all of you what you're saying, and I give you guys your thumb serial. Yeah, Charlie salutes. Yeah, guys. Yeah, is that we in the media, we are very proactive with how we source information.
Yeah.
We will chase after it. We'll find out. I do believe that anybody in the value chain of car, vehicle, travel, tourism, this
Commute.
16 days was the best opportunity
In
for
a long time
in
after
a
COVID.
very, very long time after COVID. Thank you very much. Open borders for any brand that has its products within the space to have capitalized on this opportunity, because we don't know when next, unless somebody wants to use ship to go online.
Or they've announced that
I don't
they have
know,
announced that they want to, or they've hinted on going to SA.
Baba Sadiq posted on his
He said
Facebook
that
they are going to embark to surgery, but he just as a joke. But anyway, that's the kind of spirit that we're looking out for.
But I also wanted to find out
wrap
from
it
the
up
team.
for us,
Hopefully,
yeah.
we get to talk to them and find out from the team. Clearly, this has obviously piqued interest for other car enthusiasts, and the car communities in Ghana are slowly becoming a thing. I mean, they are growing in their numbers. And I was jokingly asking if the BMW club in Ghana would be able to take on this challenge. But
No,
obviously,
don't reach far.
I don't think. There are some
Which
cars who just
BMW?
buy for flex.
Which BMW will go to?
No, but the X series should be able
My
to
brother,
do that.
my brother, my
Anyways,
brother.
So I'm just saying that I think.
My car
look,
said,
bro,
yes, been
I was telling you off
They
air.
have racing though, yeah.
Our movies, it didn't make it. Our football is slowly not making it. Our music. I'm talking about things that would have given us opportunity to become global sensations and have global conversations, and also is hanging the balance.
Let me give free.
So if the car communities
Bro.
are the ones that are going to bring their pride back to this country, then let's support them,
Bro, let me give free
And
advice.
besides, you see, let me quickly add that. Besides, also to the creators and the musicians, this is the best time for you to tap into some of these things. Imagine a visual artist designing perhaps some murals on these cars. If you're an artist and it was a time for you to activate your music, imagine when Adenkule Gold released his album, he actually bought a truck, sprayed it, and then was driving along the streets of London promoting his album. Imagine an artist saw the importance in this, the opportunity in this, and they decided to activate their music or their album. You know, Easy, Mr. Easy had an album called Accra to Lagos, or Lagos to Accra. So imagine there was a project like that. That is another way of activating music even better.
Whilst you talk about movies, from fantastic movies,
And I hope they actually
Inspiration to
documented
Blue
this and they're here to
Weekends,
show it
race
on
courses
Netflix.
to
They all
voyages.
had dash
that would be
hear
nice.
this,
They all what?
They all
let's
had
pay our
dash
bills.
cams.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, let's pay our
Dash
bills.
cam.
From fantastic experience, explorations to Blue Weekends, to race
Chelsea
courses.
weekends, please.
Sorry, you. To all the Chelsea fans, I had something else in mind. To race courses of voyages across endless seas, enjoy the best adventure, action, drama, and romance on the big screens this August inside the Silverbird cinemas. Movies like Meg 2, The Trench, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, Gran Turismo, Blue Beetle, Last Voyage of the Demeter, Retribution. Plenty of movies are shown at the Silver Cinemas, right? So let's have you there this weekend, or this week, entire week. Take some time off and visit the Silverbird Cinemas right here in Accra. and enjoy some good movie experience. On that note, our time is up. We're going. Big shouts going out to our production team as well, making this possible. We truly appreciate it. And we're back same time tomorrow, right here on Culture Daily. And we out.